Last week, China anchored one of its two monster Coast Guard ships inside the Philippines' exclusive economic zone in the South China Sea. The Chinese vessel, CCG 5901, anchored near Sabina Shoal in the Spratly Islands, well within Manila's 230-mile exclusive economic zone. The ship is 3 times the size of the United States Coast Guard's main patrol vessels, the national security cutters, and is referred to as the Monster. The Philippine Coast Guard's newest and biggest ship, the BRP Teresa Magbanua, was previously deployed to the area and was anchored within 800 yards of the Chinese ship. The Chinese ship's presence was described as an act of intimidation by a Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson. Despite this, the Philippines stated that it would not back down on its South China Sea claims. China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs denied the area in question was part of the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. China claims indisputable sovereignty over almost all of the South China Sea and most of the islands and sandbars within it, including many features that are hundreds of miles from mainland China. In 2016, an international tribunal in The Hague ruled in favor of the Philippines in a landmark dispute, which concluded that China has no legal basis to claim historic rights to the bulk of the South China Sea. But Beijing has ignored the ruling and has increasingly pushed its maritime territorial claims. The China Coast Guard has been involved in multiple clashes over the past year that have damaged Philippine ships and seen Filipino sailors injured by water cannon. CCG 5901 has been prowling areas of the Philippines' EEZ since the dramatic standoff at Second Thomas Shoal. The ship is larger than any regular Coast Guard ship in the world and even outsizes U.S. Navy destroyers. The U.S. Coast Guard's national security cutters are a third of the size of CCG 5901. The China Coast Guard is part of the country's People's Armed Police, which is under the command of the Central Military Commission. Analysts say that's a key difference between the two Coast Guard agencies.